I guess according to this, maybe he was innocent. I've said this a million times. I feel like there's no way you could be close with Jeffrey Epstein to the point where you're going to his house without knowing about this. Like, without knowing about what he was doing. Because that's such, like, a massive thing. Like, I feel like that's not a secret that you would be able to keep from these people. There's no way. Like, I don't think you just hang out with Jeffrey Epstein or take a flight with Jeffrey Epstein. I haven't read through the new Epstein names yet. We're gonna do it together. What's your unlikely pick for the list? Oh, we've got 10 unlikely picks. 10 Hail Mary picks, and we're gonna see if any of them were confirmed. Thanks to Prime Lowsty. I haven't read through the new ones yet. I read through, and let's just say if you made bets on certain names, you're gonna be a rich man tonight. We'll see. We'll see if any of our crazy ones were here. Don't spoil anything, Arturo. Nothing new in the list, been checking since day one and nothing. Apparently it's been unsealed. I saw all over Twitter, and even right before we started playing D&D tonight, a couple people in the room found the list. Like the official site for the list. And then it went down from traffic. No names were released, bud. What are you talking about? There's a membership sale. Alright, fine. Then what's the Stephen Hawking stuff then? Because like an hour or two ago, when all of the headlines hit, people were shocked that Stephen Hawking was on it. Is that not real? Because all these headlines also seem to indicate that they are unsealed now. Plus there was like that government site that had the downloads on it, right? The one that crashed? No flight log names released. The flight log will be released January 22nd. Where are you getting that from? Because what I saw, what's being released on January 22nd is the 3 names that are still redacted. Why is there so much conflicting information on this? Here, let me look something up then. Yeah. So according to these 3 sources, what's releasing on January 22nd from the Epstein list is 3 names that are still sealed, but everything else seems to be unsealed. Okay, let's just start. Let's see if I can let's figure out what's real and what's not here. I don't know what the official site was. One of these will probably take me to it though. It's on R. Epstein. I'd rather get like the official source for it. The first batch of documents didn't appear to contain any bombshell revelations. Much of the information in them has already been released through media reports and other court proceedings, but this is the first time these documents filed with the court have been released through the legal system. So some of them did come out? Bill Clinton just confirmed. Well, Bill Clinton, that's been known. I know Muda made a post about how he was going through it like an hour or 2 ago. He said, reading through the Epstein list, that was 4 hours ago, but he doesn't have like a link to it or anything. And he even has like this excerpt from it. He's got this. So something has to be out. Where the fuck is it? Why don't any of the mainstream media outlets just provide it? So he's got this. One such powerful individual that Epstein forced then minor Jane Doe 3 to have sexual relations with was former Harvard law professor Alan Dershowitz, a close friend of Epstein's and well-known criminal defense attorney. Epstein required Jane Doe 3 to have sexual relations with Dershowitz on numerous occasions while she was a minor, not only in Florida, but... Where is this coming from? Social media has been rife in recent weeks with posts speculating the documents amounted to a list of rich and powerful men who are Epstein's clients or co-conspirators. There was no such list. The first 40 documents in the court order release largely consisted of already public material revealed through nearly 2 decades of newspaper stories, TV documentaries, interviews, legal cases, and books about the Epstein scandal. Still, the records, including transcripts of interviews with some of Epstein's victims and old police reports, contained reminders that the millionaire surrounded himself with famous and powerful figures, including a few who have also been accused of misconduct. Oh, this is very different. There are mentions of Epstein's past friendship with Bill Clinton, who is not accused of any wrongdoing. What? And of Britain's Prince Andrew, who previously settled the lawsuit accusing him of having sex with a 17-year-old girl who traveled with Epstein. What do you mean, who was not accused of any wrongdoing? Is it Prime Logan? What was Bill Clinton doing there? Seems like the Associated Press had it too, but chat won't stop spamming about The Guardian. Must be sponsored by The Guardian or something, I have no fucking clue. I'm not going to fucking R. Epstein. I'd rather go to an actual source that's not Reddit. The red text at the top. Oh. So not in the... Oh, here we go. So this is the 40-page doc... No, this is not the 40-page document. This is the old one. Right? Isn't it? I don't remember. It's been too long. It says the date on it. Yeah, January 15th, but I don't, that doesn't help me because I don't remember where it's starting from. Oh, you're talking about on the top. I gotcha. Okay, okay. So why do they keep referencing 40 pages if this is over 700? It's 943, yet everything references a 40-page document being unsealed. Is Prime Cricket in the Resubluge? It's 40 documents, not pages. Must have misunderstood then. Well, it's no shot I'm reading through 963 pages in one evening. 43 pages in one evening. Let's see if this is real. So here's Bill Clinton. Did you meet Cameron Diaz? No. She's innocent. Did you see Bill Clinton on the island? No. Did you see Bill Clinton in the helicopter? No. Page 926. Identities of individuals likely to have discoverable information relevant to disputed facts alleged with particularity in the pleadings. Well, here's Alan Dershowitz. That's the only name I recognize because Mudahar just talked about him. He was the Harvard professor. Mr. Dershowitz has knowledge concerning plaintiffs' false statements to the press and court pleadings and in sworn testimony at issue in the matter. Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know any of these names. I know three names on here so far. Jimmy Kimmel. No, I don't think so. Not yet. Yeah, I don't recognize any of those names. No Stephen Hawking mentioned here. Oh, wait. Here's an email. You can issue a reward to any of Virginia's friends' acquaintance family that come forward and help prove her allegations are false. The strongest is the Clinton dinner. And the new version in the Virgin Islands that Stephen Hawking participated, maybe? Why is there a dash there? In an underage orgy. What is this? Huh? So the Stephen Hawking thing isn't just a meme. Chat was wrong about that. I mean, he is mentioned here, assuming he's Stephen Hawking. That's fucking crazy. Here's his name here. Al Gore. Wait, what is this? All photographs or video containing any image of you and the following individuals to the extent you have sent... Okay, wait, what section is this? Requests for productions. Yeah, Bill Clinton, Stephen Hawking, and Al Gore are mentioned here. So I'm a little confused on their place in here. So that email said that Stephen Hawking may have participated in an underage orgy. That certainly wasn't in the initial release from what I recall. A couple years ago. Holy shit. And that was an email from Jeffrey Epstein, I think, is the sender? What the fuck? Wait, this is so wild. So Bill Clinton's name comes up a lot here. What is this section? So this is some kind of interview conducted, I'm guessing, with one of the victims, and they were asking about certain names, and Bill Clinton was one. And it seems like, according to them, he wasn't on the island or anything? Is this why a lot of the all the articles, I guess, so far are saying Bill Clinton was not accused of any wrongdoing? So here's this. Did Jeffrey ever talk to you about Bill Clinton? He said one time that Clinton likes them young, referring to girls. Do you recall ever taking a trip to Jeffrey Epstein's home in New Mexico? Yes. Do you recall who you went on that trip with? Sarah Kellen was there. Ghislaine was there. That's all I recall. And then Bill Clinton was mentioned again somewhere down here. I put money on Sheen and Tiger Woods. I don't know. We'll see. So, did you meet Cameron Diaz? I don't know where that name comes from, but that's a crazy one to throw in there. I guess maybe she was she on the initial list? Have you met Kate Blanchett or Leonardo DiCaprio? Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on, wait. I saw one press report that said you had met Kate Blanchett or Leonardo DiCaprio. I did not meet them, no. When I spoke about them, it was when I was massaging him, and he would get off. He would be on the phone a lot at that time, and one time he said, oh, that was Leonardo, or that was Kate Blanchett, or Bruce Willis, that kind of thing. Okay, so whoever that was would say that they were on the phone with Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Blanchett, or Bruce Willis, so basically just name-dropping people. So have you met Kate Blanchett or Leonardo DiCaprio? I have not. Would you remember if you had? I would hope I would remember. Did you meet Cameron Diaz? No. Bill Clinton? No. Did you see Bill Clinton on the island? No. Did you see Bill Clinton in the helicopter flown by Ghislaine? No. Did Ghislaine Maxwell ever tell you that she had flown Bill Clinton in her helicopter? Objection. I don't recall her saying that. Did you ever meet Senator? I don't know what he looks like. I might have. Okay. In a 2011 interview, made no allegations of illegal actions by Bill Clinton. Ms. Maxwell in her deposition raised comments about Bill Clinton, obvious lies, which is referring to. Huh. What? This is a reset moral. Is Donald Trump on there? Here, let's look. Not that I've seen so far scrubbing through this. Yes, we went to one of Trump's casinos. That's one mention. Jeffrey said, great, we'll call up Trump and we'll go. I don't recall the name of the casino, but we'll go to the casino. Donald Trump, no. Did you ever massage Donald Trump? No. It's much easier to just read the news article. Is there any that break it down concisely? A nice, succinct debriefing on it? There's a Prime Cam. And the Prime Jasper. Someone said Michael Jackson is on it. Did you ever meet anybody famous when you were with Jeffrey? I met Michael Jackson. Oh really, where was that? At his house in Palm Beach. At Jeffrey's house in Palm Beach. Did you massage him? I did not. Anybody else you remember? I know you mentioned David Copperfield earlier. Anybody else? No, I'd remember that. Anyone but MJ. I mean, I guess according to this, maybe he was innocent. I've said this a million times. I feel like there's no way you could be close with Jeffrey Epstein to the point where you're going to his house without knowing about this. Without knowing about what he was doing. Because that's such like a massive thing. Like, I feel like that's not a secret that you would be able to keep from these people. There's no way. Like, I don't think you just hang out with Jeffrey Epstein or take a flight with Jeffrey Epstein without knowing about his actual nefarious shit. Bill Gates is on the list. Well, okay. It doesn't seem like this is a list so far. Also, his name's not even mentioned here. So far, this is all of the unsealed documents about, like, this interview with victim. And they start tossing names out to see what information they have about, like, hey, how close were they? Did you ever massage them? This and that. It's not like a comprehensive list of clients or anything. That list came out a while back, but I thought it was like a completely separate list from redacted names, but this is definitely seeming more like what the Associated Press said. There's more info on David Copperfield. He apparently knew. Let's see. He couldn't make the Jeffrey Epstein stuff disappear, I guess. David Copperfield was at a dinner at Epstein's, and there was another girl present who looked young, and Johanna asked what school she went to, and Johanna did not recognize the school name as being a college, and she said it was possible it was a high school-age girl. Johanna said Copperfield questioned me if I was aware that girls were getting paid to find other girls. Have you met David Copperfield? Yes. This was the second trip that I took to Virgin Island. Do you recall who was present at the time that she made that comment about children? And then says it was their second trip to the Virgin Islands. And then asked if you've met David Copperfield. Did you observe David Copperfield to be a friend of Jeffrey Epstein's? Yes. Did Copperfield ever discuss Jeffrey's involvement with young girls with you? He questioned me if I was aware that girls were getting paid to find other girls. Thanks for the membership, L. That whole Michael Jackson thing was back when Jeffrey was helping him with his financial battle against Sony. Thanks for 5 gift subs, Fox. Is that right? I don't know anything about it. Yeah, Bill Clinton's name comes up quite a bit, but so far from what I've seen there, it's them saying that they've never seen him get like a massage or they've never done anything or witnessed anything. And that article said that he's not being accused of any wrongdoing. And long time, Benjamin. If you like 2D platforms, play Moistcr1tikal. Maybe I'll check it out. So where's like a article with a good comprehensive breakdown of it so I don't have to just keep control F'ing through all of the sections? How the fuck is the guiltiest one here Stephen Hawking? Yeah, this one's like, that is actually crazy. So the Stephen Hawking thing, this is a Jeffrey Epstein email apparently from Jeffrey E. I'm assuming this is his email, gvacation@gmail. You can issue a reward to any of the Virginia's friends, acquaintance. There's so many fucking spelling mistakes in here. Family comes forward and helps prove her allegations are false. The strongest is the Clinton dinner and the new version in the Virgin Islands that Stephen Hawking participated in an underage orgy. That's a wild email. The Hawking one is talking about false allegations. That's why it isn't true. Is that what it's talking about? It's so fucking disjointed here. I can't really parse what it's trying to say. Maybe that's what it's saying, that this is one of the false allegations or something. Along with the Clinton dinner. That probably is what it's trying to say. Thanks, membership, Sourst. And the resub cat. Yeah, this is the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. And the Prime. The Suda. Go to the Jimmy Kimmel massage thing. Is Kimmel actually on here? I saw that whole thing with him and Aaron Rodgers. His name is not here. He's a Prime Stalker. Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew, I mean, that's not new. We knew that. Prince Andrew is very, very, very much guilty here. He had that whole fucking interview where he said, "This can't be me because I don't sweat." Here's just more names asking about. George Lucas, no. Did we get any predictions right? Well, I don't think we know yet. This isn't everything. Please tell me Glup Shitto isn't in there. Well, not that I've seen. Yeah, Michael Jackson was mentioned like once up there that we just went through. There, let me try and find a place with like a really solid breakdown of it. Oh, thanks for the 10 gifted members, Sour. I appreciate it, Michael. God damn. Thank you for the big drop. And the Prime Null. And the resub Scar. CNN's doesn't seem all that comprehensive. It's focusing mainly on Prince Andrew, which again, we already knew. Maybe Associated Press. Let's go back to that one. That one seemed to have like a really nice breakdown. The records, including transcripts of interviews with some of Epstein's victims and old police reports. Yep. Bill Clinton not accused of any wrongdoing. Epstein accuser Johanna Solberg testified in a newly released deposition that she once met Michael Jackson at Epstein's Palm Beach, Florida home, but that nothing untoward happened with the late pop icon. That's what we just looked at. My football coach was arrested at South Albany today for stealing from students. Jesus Christ, that's fucking awful. Glad he got arrested. Thanks, resub, Alex. And the 20 gifted members, Semper. Thank you so much for the generosity. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so here's why they were originally sealed. So it doesn't seem like it's any new names being introduced here to all of this. Thanks, resub, Boogie. New tattoo's good, just really fucking itchy. The itchiness is worse than actually getting it. David Copperfield had a pretty big section in there. She said Copperfield did magic tricks before asking if she was aware that girls were getting paid to find other girls. So it really seems like he knew quite a bit about it, based on what we saw in there. It's also kind of wild that even he just can't eat dinner without doing magic tricks. Is he just always doing magic? Yeah, a lot of Prince Andrew stuff, which we already knew all about Prince Andrew for the most part. This is about going to the Trump casino. See, like, this is just unfathomable to me. Clinton has previously said through a spokesperson that while he traveled on Epstein's jet several times, he never visited his homes, had no knowledge of his crimes, and hadn't spoken to him since his conviction. Trump has also said that he once thought Epstein was a terrific guy, but that they later had a falling out. Like, there's just no way you would travel on his fucking jet several times without knowing that. He fucking called it the Lolita Express, right? Am I misremembering that? Like, there's just no way. Oh, it absolutely would, Robin. Yep, that would be big. And I'm very excited for Dragon's Dogma 2. Maybe he didn't tell anyone, but there's no way you wouldn't know. There's no shot. Oh, here's the Alan Dershowitz being mentioned again, saying she may have made a mistake in identifying him as an abuser. Oh. So then what was Mudahar's screenshot from? Oh, here's Jimmy Kimmel's name being mentioned here. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess there's not going to be any, like, new names, unless there's something big on January 22nd where apparently I actually think it's 3 clients' names are being released or something. But this was mainly just the documents and, like, the interviews and all of that coming to the public light. Thanks, recent profit. The denial makes it more obvious they're guilty. Textbook, your lawyer telling you deny. Yeah. That's, again, I just don't believe that Bill Clinton was somehow just, he had no idea. He just loved flying with Jeffrey Epstein so often. What did Al Gore do? His name is just mentioned here next to Stephen Hawking. I think that's his only mention. Oh no, there's a couple. Did you ever see Al Gore on the island? No. And then his name being mentioned before or after Stephen Hawking, and then another one asking like who all you saw, and then Al Gore was mentioned. No. I really appreciate the generosity, Simper. Sleep well, and I'm wishing you the absolute best. Have a great night. Thank you again. Is Tom Brady on there? Let's see. I'm going to say probably not. No, no Tom Brady. Look for James Corden. I'm going to say probably no James Corden in here either. Hey, it's been a while. Good to see you, Ambush. Hope you're having a good start to the new year. And thank you for that, Top. Well, thanks for that, Akuma, and welcome. Look up Drake. Drake wouldn't be here. It's too old for that, I think. Like, he wouldn't have had that power back then to be part of it. You need to go a bit older on the celebrities. He's the tier 1 taint. And yeah, I'll probably watch it, Jake. Jackson Mahomes' felony assault charges were dropped. Misdemeanor charges only. Wow. I hadn't been keeping up with that, but that is surprising to hear. Is it Prime like? Appreciate it, Budokai. I got no good advice for you, Sean, but wishing you the best. Thanks to the 5 gifted members, Sparta. And the resub adult. Most of the names that are coming up in here are just when they asked about celebrities, like, did you see this celebrity there? Was this celebrity ever, you know, someone you were aware of being friends with Jeffrey Epstein? To victims, and so far it's been pretty much all no. This isn't like a list of clients or anything. Right now it's a list of questions and some of the names like George Lucas and them saying no. Seen the video of the Las Vegas judge that got tackled? Yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute because it was fucking wild. Thanks to the membership smells. There's a list of flights and who was on it. Yeah, that's not new though. That's old. That is not new information. This is what was new. And there's really no new names or anything. There's more than just this, I believe, 900 pages worth. Brother, this isn't the 900 pages. 943. Co-founder of PayPal, Peter Thiel, named. Was it in one of those things, Will? Asking if he was ever there and them saying no? Let's see. Is that not how you spell his name? Nope, that is how you spell his name. Just nothing here. Unless he's on like the original flight logs, which he probably is. Thanks, membership Steed. Oh, it's not hard to find the flight logs. That you can get immediately with just like a simple search. Again, that's been out for a long time. Here, there's a whole website on Document Cloud with just the whole list. That's not new. And thanks for 10 gifted members again, Sour. One of the testimonies mentions Epstein saying Clinton likes them young, so he's definitely guilty. Yeah, we saw that one. Like I said, there's no way he just didn't know. I'm glad you like it, Isaac. About Mike Myers. Just go to the here. Just go to this, and you can check. This has been out for a very long time, though I don't think you can Control F. You're gonna have to just read the handwriting. But it's a massive list, an absolutely massive list. It's like 1,000 names. I thought this was adding to that list of clients, but it's not. Is this the actual list? Yeah, this is the one that was published back in like what, like 2020? What was it, 2021 or something? Yeah, this is the original OG list. Bobby Kotick on there, Matt Groening, however you say his last name. Yeah. What released today was not more names. It was more just information that was used in interviews. Thanks, Risa Blue. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jay. Hopefully next time. Search yes. I don't think I can Control F on here. I don't think it's going to bring up anything on the pictures. Nothing. Unless you're talking about here. And then this is going to bring up a ton. Yeah, that's so much. Have you ever visited Mar-a-Lago? Yes. You visit Mar-a-Lago in the year 2000? Pretty sure I did. When Miss Roberts arrived at her home with her mother, what happened? I'm not sure who that's referring to. Yeah, there's way too many to go through here, I think. That's going to be so much. Sorry to hear about missing the holidays. Maybe Control F the word met. That's another 200. Oh, it's also catching the word something with it. But I see what you were going for. But that's too much. That's going to bring up way too many other words. Chris Tucker is a shocker. Is he mentioned? Or was he on the original flight list? I can't remember. He might have been on the original. Again, there's like 1,000 people's names on here. He might have been on this. Here, how about this? Why don't we find out? Let's just do a comprehensive breakdown of everyone that was on this list. That'll be much easier. Oh, but now this is too new, so it's just bringing up the thing that came out today. I need the 1,000 names. Surely there's got to be a Wikipedia page for it by now, like everyone that flew with Jeffrey Epstein. Because all of this is public. Like, here's the Epstein flight manifests. Surely there's somebody that compiled all of the information. There's gotta be. Do a space after Met. That's not gonna really change too much, I don't think. It's just gonna keep bringing us to the interviews. Still 108. So you call Miss Roberts being brought to the home by her mother. Is that your testimony? That's the first time you met her. Like I said, I don't recall meeting her the first time. I do recall her mother bringing her to the home. I don't know who that is. I'm really trying to find a source that just compiled all the Epstein flight list or flight celebrities. Newsweek says the full list of people named, but still doesn't have anything. And yeah, Chris Tucker was one of them. Yeah, we'll see with whatever comes out on the 22nd. Into the resub Babwa. See that Solo Leveling comes out on the 6th. Oh yeah, I'll be watching. No, we already did that, Caitlin. We tried. You get a new tattoo on your hand. I did. It's very itchy. We're in the super itchy stage of it now. It's fucking awful. I hate how itchy tattoos get, but I really like it. It's coming out nice. I just got here any huge names. No, nothing crazy new here. Just a lot of really interesting information in regards to it. Who would be the biggest bombshell name to come out on the 22nd? I still think if it was Joe Rogan, that shit would be crazy. That was one of our top 10 wackiest predictions, but I don't see that happening. As for a realistic one, I think your biggest bombshell would be Elon Musk. No, we already saw the Stephen Hawking thing. I'm pretty sure it's about them trying to dispel fake allegations. But it's so poorly written that it really seems like it's saying that Stephen Hawking participated in an underage orgy. But I'm pretty sure it's about false allegations and Jeffrey trying to scrub false allegations. But who knows? Maybe Stephen Hawking, maybe he was there. I have no clue. But it seems like it's about false stories. Dr. Phil gonna be on there? That would be another crazy one. And no, the artist designed it, Flab. Nick. The Pope would go crazy. The Pope would go crazy. That would be a wild one. There are 2 pictures of Hawking on the island? Really? Let's see. This is just covering the releases here. Where's the pictures of Stephen Hawking on the island? Damn, this is too new here. Oh, here. Stephen Hawking pictured on Jeffrey Epstein's sex slave Caribbean island. And then they don't have the picture. Thanks to Tier 1 Cruel and the Tier 1 Gabe. Is it real or is this just like a meme or something? Thanks to Resub Fat. Oh no, wait, the Telegraph has it. Wow, wait. Oh, so wait, yeah, no. Maybe then. He attends a barbecue at Jeffrey Epstein's Caribbean island, Little St. James, while attending a conference on neighboring island in St. Thomas in March 2006. Here. This was posted in 2015. Is this actually Epstein's island with all the underage? Is that what's? That's crazy. You haven't seen that before? No, I'd never seen that before. Go to flight log page 37 and look at the top row of names in the original one. Let's see. Why? Enhance. J.E., I'm assuming that's Jeffrey Epstein. G.M., I don't know. A.S., I don't know. P. Bula, I don't know. Epstein again. I can't read that. This says Donald Trump. Everyone else got abbreviations, and he just had his whole name here. Donald Trump. Eric Trump. J.E. Onyx. Yeah. I mean, again, these aren't new. This was back in 2021 they released all this. GM is Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh. Duh. That makes so much sense. You're right. Paula Epstein and G.E.'s aunt. Is that what the other ones are? Oh, sweet. Thanks, Skeptic. Maybe clients are full name. Oh, interesting. Maybe you're right. Wait, that would make sense, because these are all... Well, at least these first two are obviously at the top of this. So yeah, maybe clients are full name. Glad you're enjoying Warframe, CB. I think it's fantastic. You see... No, I didn't see Ellen or Adam Sandler. What released today, again, is not new names. It's just more information on previously sealed exhibits. The names are still the same here. Things are prime awesome. What's your top 5 Predator celebrity you believe took place in the minor shit? Like, who do I think is absolutely here but hasn't been named yet? I have to really think about it. The obvious one's Bill Clinton, but I think that's dead to rights. I think there's no world Bill Clinton is somehow not guilty of wrongdoing. But I have to think about like who the number 1 predator I think would be here that isn't currently named. I'd have to think. Thanks to the resub. Wilson. Dan Schneider. Dan Schneider, absolutely. But I don't think Dan Schneider would have been powerful enough to get on the Epstein Flight Log or anything. Like, I keep going back and forth. I feel like maybe he was just powerful enough to make the cut. But he's absolutely, 100%. Thanks to Prime Lux. Like, he is absolutely a predator. Allegedly. He hasn't been found guilty of anything yet, but he's a fucking weirdo. Thanks to Resub Shop. That would be wild, Theo. Kevin Spacey is on that list. My money on it. Well, Kevin Spacey's a known one. Kevin Spacey was on the original Flight Logs, wasn't he? Somewhere? I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. I think that one's been known. Did you know in his youth Pope Francis was a nightclub bouncer? Wow. Jim Downey was on an episode of Conan O'Brien's podcast praising Epstein. Who's that? I don't know who Jim Downey is. He's an American comedy writer and occasional actor. Is he on the list or something? I have no idea. Don't know shit about it, but it sounds like, based on Googling that, it seems like he does a bit about Epstein. So it doesn't seem like he's actually an Epstein frequent flyer or anything. It seems like he makes jokes about it. Thanks for 5 gift subs, Fisherman. Yeah, everything that comes up with that is all about how, like, his bit is actually hilarious or something. Check for John McAfee. No, John McAfee wouldn't be here. He was just perpetually on the run. I don't think he would have ever been able to make it to Jeffrey Epstein's planes. What will happen to the people who are in the wrong, though? My bet is nothing. What do you think? Yeah, nothing. The people on the list are way too powerful. They're too much money. Nothing's gonna happen to them. I mean, just think about what's happened to them over the last 2 years and some change that this has been out there. And we know that they have a connection to Jeffrey Epstein. Nothing has happened to them. And nothing will. Thanks a membership, Tuco. Mark Cuban sold the majority of his stake in the Mavs, quit Shark Tank, all just before the Epstein unsealed names. Well, it's not unsealed names. It's a 40 documents unsealed here, and he's not mentioned from what I saw. But maybe he's in the 3 that come out on the 22nd, I guess. He's a tier 1 BK. We'll see. Who knows? Thanks to membership, Lorenzo. What about Joe Biden and Obama? I don't think Joe Biden would make it up the ramp to the plane. Nothing for Biden, and probably nothing Obama. Yeah. Seems like former presidents right now is Bill Clinton and Trump. The prime clash. But Trump was already in the original ones here. Imagine if Chris Hansen was on the list. Yeah, that'd be a wild twist. That would be a wild one. That sounds awful, Pluto. That's terrible. Is the resub cool? There's another photo of Stephen Hawking riding in a submarine off Epstein's island. That is so crazy. What if Vince McMahon's on the list? That'd be the least surprising name. Well, it wouldn't be the least, I guess. It'd be a very unsurprising name. this list doesn't entail anything, brother. If you're flying with Jeffrey Epstein, there's no way that you're just somehow ignorant to all of it. There's no shot. I just don't subscribe to that belief. Now, there's nothing new that came from the unsealed documents today. But again, if your name's on this list, like, there's no way you're innocent. There's just no way. What if Brendan Fraser's on that list? Then I'm no longer a Brendan Fraser fan. I'm really fucking disappointed. But he's not, from what I remember. No, it is true plastic. There was a Stephen Hawking section in the new stuff. It's this right here. And then his name was mentioned next to Al Gore for, like, further request for evidence or something. But again, this seems like it's talking about false allegations, and his name is mentioned. But I also just learned that there are multiple photos of Stephen Hawking and Jeffrey Epstein's island, which is wild. Oh, I know Hobo Tough Life. I played that once. No, doubt it, Theo. They weren't there. Not on the list. What's the list even mean? Is it 100% confirmed all the names used the sexual service that Epstein provided? No. Like, it doesn't 100% confirm that they all, like, had sex with a child or anything. But if you are flying with Jeffrey Epstein, like, there is no way you don't know what he's doing. So even if you're not, like, having sex with one of the kids, you absolutely know what he's doing, and you don't do anything, you're still not innocent. You're still a fucking depraved, absolute menace. Didn't he have minors all around? I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure on all of his flights he had, like, minors, like, basically as the flight attendants, from what I recall. Was it the Matt Groening story? Matt Groening was on the list, and I believe it was talking about how he got a foot massage from one of the girls or something. So it's not like you would just fly on his plane and not fucking know. Like, you would know. You would know. I think it was Matt Groening. I can't... Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, it was him. New documents allege Matt Groening flew on the personal plane of Epstein and received the massage from a 16-year-old. Yeah, that was back when this first was unsealed. Is Hulk Hogan on the list? Not from what I remember. Apparently his feet were so gross she nearly puked. I don't remember that. But that sounds about right. But I mean, here, to someone's point from earlier, this has been known, and Matt Groening's doing just fine. Like, he's doing all right. The people are too powerful. People on the list are just way too strong. Chris Tucker was on page 96 for the flight list. Yeah, Chris Tucker was on there. Said 96. Which one? Oh, thanks for the 10 gift subs, Otaku. Appreciate the generosity. God, the handwriting's so fucking messy. Oh, here, Chris Tucker. This one. Hear about the Stray Soul? Did you hear about Stray Soul? Wow, I am struggling with that name. Did you hear about Stray Soul Studio closing down after 2 months of operation due to poor sales and cyber attacks? I did not hear about that. Hey, Bethany. And no, I don't really do that. Not anymore. Bill Clinton's right there. Yeah, again, Bill Clinton's been known. like we know. And yet somehow it's still being reported that he's not being accused of any wrongdoing, which is wild. Which is wild. He's right next to Kevin Spacey. Oh, yeah. And Kevin Spacey's right there, too. The interview that released was of a 17-year-old masseuse who was hired by Jeff. And that's why she was being asked who all she saw. Yeah, I gathered as much. Why is the media so keen on protecting Bill Clinton? Are they? I see his name in the headlines all the time about this. I don't know if they're necessarily protecting him, but it is really weird that they're saying he's not accused of any wrongdoing. I guess maybe not formally, but come on. Fucking come on. No shot. There's no way you're this in bed with Jeffrey Epstein flying so frequently and not aware of any of the shit here. No, nothing crazy, Christian. This is the Prime, your boy, and the resub Hemi Neutron. It's like flying with Pablo Escobar in the 80s down to Colombia and not knowing what business he's in. I mean, that is definitely one way of looking at it, yeah. Gotta prove these people did something illegal. Can't just say they flew on the plane, but thus they are criminals. You can't legally say that, but as a person with a functioning brain, you can definitely assume that. You would not be flying on Jeffrey Epstein's goddamn Lolita Express and not know about all of the minors and all of that. You wouldn't somehow be ignorant of it. And even if you decline the services, you not reporting that or blowing that shit up is, again, a huge problem. I know, we just did that, Zovac. Prince Andrew's all over this shit. Prince Andrew even had that whole interview where he talked about he can't be him because he doesn't sweat. We know. That's not new. Kind of, Amy. I think the tier 1 Wilter. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see it, Zayden. Yeah, I'll check for it. I don't think Amy Schumer was listed. I highly doubt it. Let's take a peek. I don't think she was mentioned anywhere in these unsealed documents, nor was she on the... Oh, I thought I put Amy Schumer. I just put Amy. Nor was she listed on the Epstein Flight Logs. Thanks for the gift sub, aimbot. I know Chris Tucker's on it. He's right here. Right next to Kevin Spacey. It's not new. Not new. I think Emperor Palpatine's on the list. Somehow he returned and he immediately took a flight with Jeffrey Epstein, perhaps. Wait, so was the list delayed? No, they unsealed 40 documents. What was delayed is apparently 3 redacted names. Delayed until when? January 22nd. Thanks to the membership cat. Who do you think the names are? The 3 redacted names? Oh, let me just double check to make sure that that's actually accurate, because all of the information is all over the place. Yeah, 3 names on Epstein's list to remain sealed until January 22nd. So my guess is politicians. I don't think it's going to be celebrities. I think it's going to be powerful politicians. It was approved a 30-day extension request by unidentified John Doe 107. Yeah, so my guess is politician. Janet Jack... Oh, I thought it said Janet Jackson. Like, what the fuck? Michael Jackson is just mentioned in the documents. He's not on the flight logs from what I recall. Maybe he is, I don't know. But he's just mentioned in these documents about, what was it again? He was at one of Epstein's homes. Yeah. Alex Jones was right. Thanks for resub, Neil. He's not some prophet for guessing that celebrities and politicians are, like, there's a lot of pedophiles there. That's like the most known shit ever. I feel like everyone knows that. Doesn't take some kind of prophet or a genius to immediately start saying, hey, these are some fucked up evil people at the top. Thanks for resub, Ty and Crust. Oh, appreciate the huge drop, Jasmine. Sorry to hear about the bad nights at work. I'm glad you enjoyed the gamer subs. Thanks for the generosity. Sheep don't know, and that's the majority of people. I feel like that statement would have been true like 5 years ago. But nowadays, I really think everyone's super aware of just how corrupt and evil Hollywood in particular is, just to use an example. Like, I don't think the average layman would be surprised to learn that fucking Kevin Spacey's a pedophile on Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs. Alleged pedophile. Thanks for membership, Stanley. Did the bet for the list names get taken down? I don't know. Good question. I didn't place any bets. But this isn't what they thought it was going to be. It's not a new list. It's not new names. It's just new evidence from the case. Thanks, Resabaticus. More stalling for time, but the time's almost up. Well, it's 3 names, apparently. January 22nd. We'll see. Maybe that's going to be the big one with 3 huge names that come out. Disney exec's going to be on the list, and Karl Malone. Karl Malone doesn't even need to be on the list for everyone to know that he's a fucking pedophile. Like, it's crazy that he's not in jail. And it's even crazier that the NBA celebrates him. Thanks to the Prime Feet. He literally got a 13-year-old pregnant. Was she 13? I can't remember what her age was, but yeah, he literally got a child pregnant, and it's well known. And he is still celebrated by the NBA. It blows my mind. That would be pretty crazy, Ark. And it's good to see you, Ark. Hope you're having a good day. And I did not know that fly. And there are other lawsuits with testimony from people who testified against Ghislaine. Yeah, none of that's like unsealed though, right? That's still ongoing. It's just from this now. Thanks for the gift sub. Naoki. John Doe 107 lives outside the U.S. and is a female that is identified from previous docs. Well, that immediately sounds like a bunch of fucking baloney, because if it was a female, they identify them as Jane Doe. 107 was... Am I misremembering? Wasn't 107 a John Doe? John Doe 107. John 117. Yeah, it's Master Chief. He's on the flight logs. I had read other articles that it was a Jane Doe 107. Oh, maybe that one you got it wrong then. I have no idea. I don't know John or Jane Doe 107. We'll see. Wait, what is this? I just saw this posted on Twitter when I exited out of something. So when I search up Hawking, it only gives me 2. Is this a fake screenshot that's going around right now about Stephen Hawking? Because it says... Jeffrey loved to have intellectuals visit the island so he could reward them for their hard work for humanity and for other darker reasons. Talking about Stephen Hawking's proclivities. That does not come up in here for me. So that seems entirely fake. That one's just the meme? Okay. Yeah, because Stephen Hawking mentions are the one email and then this one section about like the request for more info. So yeah, that one is complete baloney. That's the first thing I saw when exiting out. Was Santa Claus there? Let's take a peek for you. Nope. Old St. Nicholas is... Oh. I don't recall, I just remember I was... She might have been on his other knee like Santa. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, this is talking about Prince Andrew's lap. To the best of your recollection, you went and sat on Andrew's lap, correct? Yes. On his knee? Yes. And Virginia was not sitting on his knee, correct? Don't recall. Jesus Christ. Thanks to the resub slime. I really want to go to the gym and better myself, but I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm weak, so I feel like I'll embarrass myself. That's the number one mental hurdle that holds people back, is the fear that others will be like judging them and like making you feel bad for being a beginner. That just doesn't happen. no one in the gym is judging you like that. It's maybe like one or two douchebags like across the entire globe do that, but that's not common in gyms. If anything, most people are super supportive of someone just starting out. Like, why wouldn't they? Most people are there just for themselves, working on their own goals. They're not going to be like thinking about you and like, oh, look how weak that person is. Don't let TikTok fool you. Just let it rip. You'll see. I say definitely go. Hate gym recordings. Yeah, so I've started going back to public gyms. I haven't seen any yet. I was under the impression that going to a public gym is like basically going to a movie studio at this point with all the cameras. But I haven't seen a single tripod or a single person even take a picture of themselves in the gym. And I've been going, what, month and a half, 2 months now? Public gyms? I just haven't seen it. I don't know where all these TikTok douchebags are going. Maybe like an LA Fitness or something, actually. What's your favorite show right now? It was Jujutsu Kaisen, but that finished. So right now, nothing in particular. Don't you have a gym at your warehouse? Yeah, but I've been getting very serious into heavier lifts, so I needed an actual, like, fully kitted gym. So I started going back to public gyms. The warehouse gym's great, super convenient, but I just needed more. Ooh, appreciate the big trop circus. My son stopped talking to me because I only played bad games, so I played Moistcr1tikal demo on Steam to prove him wrong. What is this Moistcr1 propaganda? A Mickey 2D platformer. It helped pay my debt. My wife slept with me again, and the IRS stopped bothering me for taxes. Try it. Brother, you don't have to keep giving me the hard sell. I told you I'll give it a whirl. Are you the same guy from earlier? Oh, I remember that name, Tez, yeah. I don't remember mentioning Stone Cold, though. And I'm still in Fishman Island arc for One Piece. It sucks. Thanks to Prime Mike. Worst arc so far. And I did see that Chester is great. Are there any big sports names on there? I don't remember. Were there any big sports stars on the Epstein Flight Logs? I don't know. Probably. He's a prime big man. Tom Brady was not in the original Flight Logs. I would have known. I would have absolutely known. Tom Brady was not there. Your spidey senses would have tingled. Exactly. I would have 100% known if Tom Brady was on the fucking Epstein flights. That would not have slipped under my radar. No shot. Guarantee there'll be some big news about global conflicts to redirect attention away from the files. Not in this case, I don't think. It's just these released. It's not new names. It's just unsealed like interviews and all of that evidence. And then on the 22nd, apparently 3 names are being revealed that were redacted. And I think most people will be paying attention to it, regardless. What were the most notable names mentioned regarding the whole Epstein case? No new ones that were revealed in the unsealed documents, but the initial flight logs are still extremely filled with very powerful names. Seems like most people forgot a lot of them. I know I did. There were so many that a lot of them I've forgotten too. But there's tons. Absolutely tons. Just nothing new from the documents tonight. In terms of names, just new information.